Okay, in this video we're checking out the TurboBee 120RS version 2 from iFlight RC, and it's pretty similar to the version 1 that I reviewed and had a few videos on before. I think the frame is pretty much the same except for the top plate is no longer there. Now they have a TPU canopy, different motors now, and also a different stack as well. So the stack in here is an updated version of the 16 by 16 stack that we've seen before. That was in the version 1 of the 120RS. They have replaced the 4 AC. I think it's now a 12 or 15 amp. Yeah, check the link down below for the stack. I'm going to do a more detailed review on this stack in a little bit later with some of the other stacks that have come out recently from iFlight, but this is the one that's in the new version 2 of the 120RS, as well as the 3-inch version that I reviewed, the 136RS. This is also the same stack that's in the 120RS. So if you want to see the 3-inch version, I'll put a card in the corner for that video and link down in the description to that one. It was sometime last week. But essentially you got a new stack here, still 16 by 16, updated components, a 4 AC, F4 flight controller, and video transmitter. I believe that's also the same power, up to 200 milliwatts. And this one is an XM Plus version, does come out of the receiver versions. Same Cadex camera in here, the EOS 2, and then the TPU pod here does have these little extensions or holes here for the antenna tubes to put your antennas out here instead of in the back here like it is in the version 1. The version 2 does come in 2 different motor KVs. This is the 1104 4200 kV. So this would be their 4S version. There's also an 1104 motor. I'm not exactly sure what the kV of that one is offhand. It's a 2S version, and I might actually prefer the 2S over the 4S. I actually did fly this a couple times on 4S, and I just felt it was way too heavy. So I did offer some suggestions to iFlight to change this version here from an 1104 to a little higher kV motor and running on 3S from say 4200 to like 5000 kV. What I did was I actually ran it on 3S. I ran it on this. It's a little bit lighter. It's a 3S 300 milliamp hour high volt. I'll link this down in the description as well. I thought it flew better on this than on the giant 520 milliamp hour 4S battery, which weighed I think as much as the drones, and it didn't really feel like it felt very good. Obviously you need like a smaller 4S, but I don't have anything smaller than like a 450 or 500, something like that. And yeah, the other 4S smaller one I had was really old and the performance was terrible, so I can't even recommend that battery. But yeah, if you do happen to get the 4S version here, try the 3S 300 milliamp hour battery. You guys still get a pretty good flight time, and it still rips around really good. Now this model does come with the HQ press-on props here, the 65mm. This one just presses on by friction, but I actually switched mine over to the HQ T-style prop, 65mm prop for the screw holes. If you're going to do 3 or 4S, then there's more likely a chance for the prop to slip or come off in a crash. So that's why I actually prefer this prop over the other one. And this prop I think is actually a better prop than the press-on prop. So I switch everything over to this one. You can see I pretty much fly this prop exclusively now instead of the other props because I like this prop so much. Okay, so let's gotta wait for this, and if you guys are wondering where you can get this prop, I will put a link down in the description when it comes out. It's a prototype prop. It's not for sale anywhere yet, but it should be pretty soon. Check back later, maybe in a week or two, and the link to the prop will be updated at that time. Anyway, so the weight of this is coming in at 61.4 grams, and together with the battery that I used were coming in at 86.2 grams. Anyway, so I think this flies pretty good. I'll have a roundup video with the rest of these toothpick style micros in another video. There's a whole bunch of these, and I got several more coming still, so I got to get through all those first before I do a roundup. But in my opinion, it flies just totally fine. I would actually prefer a 3S motor instead of a 4S motor, but I thought it flew okay on the 4S motor on 3S, so you guys can look at the flight footage and decide for yourself. Anyway, here is more flight footage. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.